What's up, guys?
Sorry, excuse me. Bertie Brown here. Call me whatever you want. Big boy.
Black bastard, whatever. Yeah, do you? But I just got home from work, and while I was at work, I was thinking about high school and how it really molded me into what I am now. Now, that may be, that's can be good or bad depending on your personal situation, but I realized that high school is the place where not only do you gain your independence as a person, but you also, that sets you up for certain things like future jobs or your friends. It can literally determine what the rest of your life's kind of gonna be. It really can. And I noticed that the things you see about high school on TV, where people are, there's these people who, here goes the jocks sitting over there. There's the jocks, there's the goths, there's not the goths, more actually, yeah, well, not much of the goths. There's the outcasts, there's the perfectionists, there's the lone wolves. They're not much. I'll get into that later, but you really do actually have all these things. You have the theater group, the drama group. You have the band group. You have the cheerleaders, who are usually right around with the jocks, the football players. You also have the basketball players. You have the baseball players. You literally have these actual groups when you go to high school. You have the people who were friends in middle school, but now they're in high school and they're still hanging out with the same people. But the thing is that it's really true. Like, all the time on TV, in high school, what do you see? You see relationships, you see friend groups, you see people gathering for big events. There's always like an after school event going on, which is true in most high schools. But it really molds you into what you're gonna be, or what you're going to actually show when you leave there, The jocks, let's start with the jocks. The jocks are always the guys, the big meatheads, the football players that everybody likes, but there's a select few of people that don't like them, and those are usually the outcasts. And I'll get into the outcasts in just a second. But the jocks are always the one that's huddled around. They're talking about the game. They're talking about other teams. They're talking about NFL. They're talking about NBA. They're talking about, they're talking about multiple different things about sports, right? Sports, But that's just them. And that's kind of that's in almost every single time you see like a high school TV show where a kid walks in and he looks around. He sees them. He sees these groups, and that's one of them. Then you have the perfectionists, which are the ones who are always in the front of the groups in the area of wherever, like the auditorium or the cafeteria. They're always in the main front of the groups. You'll see them. They're always talking about what they got going on after school. They're always talking about like what they have a meeting today. They're the ones. They're honestly, those are the teachers' pets. Those are the teachers' pets. Just realized. Those are usually the ones who stay after school and go to those meetings, but before those meetings, they're hanging out with the teacher. You know, they're hanging out with the teacher, and they're always just like, oh hey, talking to a teacher about what they got going on in their life. But that's usually them. Then you have the outcasts. Now the outcasts are the ones who they're the ones who aren't exactly accepted by the normal people in high school. They're the ones. Those are the goths. Those are the anime lovers. Those are the hardcore video gamers. Those are the ones who don't exactly like being around popular people. Those are the ones who honestly are not exactly non-social, but only social towards people who they know have their interests. They don't exactly overstep their bounds to be a friend with someone else unless they know that they have something in common with them. But the outcasts are the one who are usually the ones with like a weird, well, not much of a weird, but more of like an uncommon trait. They're the ones with who are the ones that sneeze. They're the ones that who don't put up this front to be the most amazing, perfect person you'll ever meet in high school. They're the ones who just kind of don't care. They're the ones who you smell a fart from in class. They're those, and then they'll try to hide it. But those are the outcasts. Those are the ones who aren't accepted in normal groups, and they find friendship with the rest of the outcasts. Next you have your cheerleaders. And the cheerleaders are usually like 10, 15 feet away from the jocks, the sports table. So they're gonna always be around there. Next you have your lone wolves. Now here's the lone wolves. The only time you'll ever find a lone wolf is either at a table by themselves, or you'll find them in a hallway on their phone or reading a book. And they usually, at the end of their high school career, gravitate towards the outcasts, because honestly they don't really care about anybody else. They're not exactly accepted naturally in the high school setting, So that's kind of them. They're never with anybody. The entire time you see them, from morning to the middle of the school day to the end of school, they're the ones alone, on their phone, reading a book, waiting for their parents. Either one, But it's crazy, because when I first went to high school, I never ever thought the high school was gonna be like how I saw on TV. It is. It's nothing but relationships, drama, and just people trying to find themselves personally. And then it's nothing but people who are just trying to get through the school day, honestly. Because no matter how much you can say, oh, I love being in school, you're just trying to make it. No one loves being in class. Hell, even the honor students, who are also usually the teacher's pets, those are the perfectionists. They're also the ones that are like, I kind of just want to make it through the day. Their hard personal grind is to be the best person in the best graded student in their class. No one honestly wants to be there in class. The only time they do is if they want to talk to a teacher that they think is cool. But like I was saying, it's all true. It is all true. The stereotypes that you see on TV, it's all true. People constantly breaking up with one another. A relationship like is about to end, or a relationship just started. You know, homecoming, which is a big freaking deal that normally you don't really care about. Who cares? Honestly, you don't really care. Like, but you know, you always saw it on TV. You never care. A homecoming. You know? But when you go to high school and you factor into one of these groups and you see how people who actually do care about it show they care about it, you're like, oh, this is a big deal. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. Whoa, maybe I need a date to the dance, you know? Prom. Jesus. Prom. I'll get into that later, but certain things are a big deal. Certain habits, certain people you hang around with, certain activities that you do after school. Those things make or break whatever you're gonna do when you get out. And people don't honestly realize that. And being out of high school for over 5 years now, I've noticed like that really kind of made me who I am. High school did. Middle school didn't. Middle school was just kind of a blur to me. Middle school was just kind of a slight step up from elementary school. The only difference is that people are starting to develop their certain interests. High school is where you actually find those certain interests and build on it. That's because high school is where you can make a club. You can go out and like broadcast your personal interests on the freaking intercom. You know, they're the ones that like, okay, now I like news. Let's do the news. If your high school has one of those, if your high school is one of those places that do like the intercom, like in other news, freaking Billy found jerking off in the classroom. Like. You can do that now. You can do that. You know, it's honestly crazy. Your friends, the people you hang out with, which honestly, being out of school for almost 5 years now, it's shown that I'm not even friends with. I don't even talk to the people who I would normally talk to when I was in high school. Because it just out of high school was the main way I would communicate with them, you know. But being out of it, and then now you're on your own, doing your own thing, and it's kind of just you trying to make a freaking career and a future. It's kind of scary, you know. It's crazy how like you go to high school and you meet all of these different people, and then when you're out, it's like you've built like a friendship with these guys. You built like a cool relationship with these guys, and you don't even talk to them anymore. It's crazy. The friends you make determine like how you would perceive yourself to be now. It's crazy. It's insane. Now, that's not to say that you won't have any friends that you still stay in contact with out of high school, because you can. It's possible. But a majority of the people, nah, man. Their main reason for talking to them was because you're in high school. They had to be there. But high school really is like that stereotypical group type of thing. You know, it's got the outcasts, it's got the jocks. Here's another thing. I forgot to mention this. The band and the drama group. Let me tell you. The band and the drama group. Let's start with the drama group, okay? The drama group, you will never see in the cafeteria or in the, you never see them. You never see them. You will never see a drama guy in just the cafeteria roaming around, ha ha he he. No. Drama people are always in backstage or in a back room just talking there. You will never see them. You will never see a drama guy just roaming. A theater guy? No. You'll never see him. You'll never see him. They're always in the back, in the auditorium, in the theater area. They're always back there. Orchestra, band group, same way. They're always in the rehearsal area. They're always in the band area. They're always in the back rooms where they practice. They're always back there. Never went anywhere else. Same thing for the choir group. They're in their rehearsal area. They're never in the actual place where a majority of the people meet up. You will never find them there. And they only congregate mainly with people in their own groups. The drama, theater, band, orchestra, choir group, they're always conversating with people in their own group. Always. And that's honestly true. Like I never believed it to be true. But it's when people find an interest in high school, it's like this is who they are. And it's crazy. It's honestly crazy. But I don't know. And it kind of makes how they are in the future. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what this video is, honestly. I was just sitting at work and I was just thinking about this. I don't know why. I don't really know what I don't really know what the point of this video was. But you know, this was just a thought process that I was hoping that would be interesting. You know, because I thought it was actually pretty cool. Yeah. I'll get back to streams. Let's play some games. I haven't been streaming lately. I just started a new job. The hours are insane. Gotta wake up at like 3 a.m. every day. But yeah. Just wanted to make a video. Share my thoughts on some things. Please stop by the stream if you want to. If not, oh well. Appreciate you watching. And see you later.